We saw Old Faithful are up today, and I thought it was really cool to watch it because I've never seen it go off before. And I just guess I thought that I saw God, how he made all the geysers, and so I guess it was just really cool to see Old Faithful.
We went on a guided hike trip on Yellowstone National Park, and we learned about different trees and the beavers that God created.
Hi! Today we went whitewater rafting with the whole group, and we went down the Yellowstone River. We had a really fun time while God was with us, watching us go through the crazy waves and get splashed. It was kind of fun.
Today we volunteered at the Grizzly and Wolf Discovery Center, and they rescue wolves and grizzly bears that are get into trouble, and we painted a restaurant. It was fun.
Today we helped out at the Grizzly Discovery Center, and we saw the building, and it felt good to help them, and it was fun.
My section that I'm doing my video on is about rock climbing, and it was a very unique experience. When you're up there on the rocks, you really got to learn to trust yourself and trust your ballet. You know, when you get to the top, you can really feel that God is with you, because if you slip or fall or anything, you know that He's there for you. The biggest part about rock climbing is trusting yourself and trusting others around you. And one thing you got to realize is that if you don't believe in yourself, you can't do it.
You could slow down, maybe.
Anyone else ready to head up?
I want to try.
So on Monday, it was our first day here, and we went rock climbing. There was about a 30-foot cliff and then a 75 to 80-foot cliff, and we all got to conquer our fears. It was so great to have everybody in our group cheering each other on and getting over our fears. I definitely felt God's presence as I was clinging to the rocks up there. It was so great to be so close and growing in faith with all my friends here.
I saw God in all the beautiful flowers and streams that we walked past as we were hiking up to our camp, and in the beautiful waterfall that we were refilling our water bottles at, and just in the fun experience we all had on this trip.
Through Thursday, we went hiking and backpacking in the Rocky Mountains, and if you can see behind me that almost vertical peak, we went up that, And then we continued on to go 14,000 feet above sea level, where we peaked one of the highest peaks in the Rockies. It was an amazing experience. It's the most amazing, most ridiculously crazy, dangerous, terrifying, most exhilarating, humbling, exhausting, craziest experience I ever had. There were times when we're climbing up the mountain and it was so physically exhausting. We're low on water, we're low on oxygen, can hardly breathe, can hardly make our legs do what we want them to do, but we just had our group together and we had God there with us, and our group was bonding so well and we were pushing each other along, and God kept us safe. He kept us all right, even though we were on rationed water. We only had 2 bottles of water for the whole hike. It was the most crazy, ridiculous, epic journey I've ever been on. And not only did we bond with the other people in our group, but we made 2 new friends with our guides, Mari and Jason. It was excellent.
Well, our hike consisted of a boulder field, which is right there, and that was really intense. Like, it was so long, and you had to worry about rocks falling all around you, and you're trying to get a grip on things, but it was kind of difficult. And next, we started going up this ledge, and there's not much room. You have to go person by person, and you're constantly grabbing at rocks and twigs just to keep going up that hill. Mountain. And then we finally got to a flat area, but that didn't last long. Then we had to go all through these trees, and we got above the tree line, and then that's when it got really intense. It was just vast open land, just constantly going up mountains, down, up and down, until we could see the peak, and that was really rocky. And the whole time going through that, we were grabbing onto whatever we could, and when we finally got there, it was just amazing. You could see everything, and the clouds were just rolling all over around, and we took pictures up there, and it's pretty much us in the clouds. And we saw a lot of elk. That was really neat. And I don't know, I guess the thing about hiking is the greatest experience I've ever had, and I feel like I've accomplished so much, and we definitely got way closer to God doing that.
We trade our Lord Jesus took bread, gave thanks, broke it, gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat, this is my body given for you. Do this for the remembrance of me." Again after supper he took the cup, gave thanks, and gave it for all to drink, saying, "This cup is new covenant in my blood, shed for you and for all people for the forgiveness of sin. Do this for the remembrance of me."
Whitewater rafting was a blast. I mean, it is so much fun, and it's so, like, I don't know, it's amazing, and you see God in it all the time. Like, whether you're paddling and trying not to hit a rock, or if you fall out, having someone there to rescue you or rescue yourself, God is always there with you, and it's just an amazing time.
We're now finally back in Bismarck. I'm going to tell you guys about our Bible study while we were in Colorado. It was super fun, and the guys made it just great. Mostly we talked about cairns, which are stones that are heaped up on the mountain, and they kind of show you a path when there is no path. And so our Bible studies were off of cairns: C for community, A for access to God through prayer, I for inspiration and worship, R for reflection of the Word, and N, now go. Our Bible studies were lots of fun. We talked about God in our lives, and Now we're gonna bring it back to Bismarck, so hope y'all are ready for it.